Hey guys, Wolfie here. This is yet another take. I can't seem to stop getting distracted. But this is the November news for Dissidia Final Fantasy Emperor Omnia Global Edition. This is not JP, mind you. And I'm doing this straight from my phone because I can get away with it. And I will have a link to the Dissidia database website, so that way you can follow through with the news that I found out there. So, what I want to bring up is the guy on the top, Thancred. He will have his Lost Chapter later, sometime mid-late November. And the Lost Chapter, that is a permanent addition to the game. And this starts off the Lost Chapters being released one at a time instead of three at a time from before, which is a good step in the right direction because you don't want to shell out too much content too soon, and you probably will be hearing my cat meowing in the background, so please keep that in mind there. So again, you also notice that there's a particular Esper in Black, which is with the EN on the side of it. As of yesterday evening in my area, the permanent return of the Trials of Alexander is on the global. So for me personally, I'm just probably going to do a quick run through it, get the gems and goodies and go. Because my Alexander, as you can see, is at level 20. What's the point of leveling him up any further than I already have at the moment? So I also will get into the other part of the news, and by that, what's coming up for the global side in the month of November. So next week will be the long-awaited debut of Kefka Palazzo from Final Fantasy VI. He's the main antagonist, my friends. This is the one guy who actually did what he set out to do in his heyday in Final Fantasy VI, which was destroy the world. He actually has, from what I've heard, he has a move that prevents people from doing HP attacks. I do have to double check to see if that's true. He said but when it comes to his banner as to whether or not one should pull, I'm gonna wait till more information comes out on that before making that call. And what I'm gonna do in the sense of whether or not one should pull, I'm going to do a different version of it. Instead of me saying whether or not each and every one of you should pull, it'll be whether or not I will be pulling. Because I don't want to shove down an opinion down people's throats into something that they may not like. You want to pull, pull. If you don't want to pull, don't. It's up to you, in all honesty. In 2 weeks, it's going to be Zack from the Final Fantasy VII franchise. He's pretty much the main star in Crisis Core. He's made an appearance in Before Crisis being the mobile game. So that one, he is said to be a future investment, but once I get more information on the banner itself, I'll be doing one of those will Wolfie be pulling on it. And again, I don't know. I have to look up the information and make the judgment for my own, but I will say I probably will not be pulling for Zack or Kefka because I'm actually saving for two other characters, Amber Fang from Final Fantasy 13 and 7 from Final Fantasy Type 0, as those banners are back to back. And I like both of those characters. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of a warning. I will be pulling for Fang and 7 once they come in. I looked at some video on their kits, and I'm like, dude, I gotta pull on these two. I love them. I want to pull for them. So that's kind of thing. And so thinking with Fang and 7, which is pretty much why I probably won't be pulling for Zack and Kefka. If I do, it's probably gonna be tickets, but I don't know as of yet. So, but yeah, so with that all being said, there is no word on Chapter 11 from the Dissidia database website. It looks like there might be a bit of a delay, and if I had any guess on the release of Chapter 11, it's probably going to be sometime in early December, which I have zero qualms about because it may or may not appear that the game is taking some time away, not releasing as much content. And for me, that's a good thing because it allows players to catch up on either JP or Global, but who knows at this point. So I do hope we find out something about Chapter 11. And Chapter 11 on the Global side was going to feature Jet, Lily, Set, and Yuri. Lily from Final Fantasy 11, Yuri from Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and Jet is the bad guy from Final Fantasy 10. And this is Wolvie here. I will catch you all on the flip side.